Hey guys, welcome back to Joe's Chronicles. For my returning subscribers, thank you. For my returning visitors and new viewers, hey, how are you doing? Today, we'll be talking about how to stop comparing yourself to others in a negative way. Yes, a lot of us have this problem. This has been a problem from since the creation of man. No lies, from since the fall of man. But yeah, it's been a long-standing problem that everybody in life has gone through at one point in time or the other. And the successful ones have overcome it, have learned to identify the mindset and to replace it with a good habit, a good mindset to have. So you realize that in comparing yourself to another person, right? A lot of persons do it in a negative way, right? It creates things like jealousy and envy. I know you're not gonna go and start calling people bad mind, you're jealous of me, everything. No. This is usually for the persons who sometimes they don't even know that they are jealous and envious. It's just a deep-seated feeling, and they don't even know that's the label. But you know, with a lot of introspection and insight, you would be able to identify and say, yes, man, you know, I am a jealous person, I'm an envious person. Some persons project the same envy and jealousy. As I say, a lot of this has existed since, boy, we've seen records of it in the Bible, and it's been around a long time. But it's for you to come out of this mindset that's important. Not only does it create jealousy and envy, it can limit you in your life, growing, advancing, maturing, right? But you have all these social media apps. Why not just choose two? You need to disable all of them. Disable or delete, right? You're gonna do that for a month. So in the first 2 weeks of this social media cleanse is what we're calling it. In the first 2 weeks, you are going to find a good habit, or I should say identify, because everybody have a good habit that they want to incorporate, but they don't because they say they don't have the time. Oh, and the biggest thing, social media is thief out your time if you never realize. Lord, you can be there, right? And you say to yourself, okay, let me just check this, check that. 4 hours later, you are there and you have achieved nothing in life. Like zero for 4 hours. You've been in a virtual space and you do not have anything to show for it. Social media steals your time. So replace it with some good habits. Some of you guys want to learn to read. Buy an ebook reader. Some of you all want to learn to play a new instrument. You want to learn to swim. Now you have this abundance of time. That's what you're going to fill it with, this good habit, right? Of note, I should warn you that in the first 2 weeks, it might take a little longer for some of you all who have grown up on social media. I have not. And even still, if I realize I'm getting too consumed with social media, I will delete or disable the app, right? Or if my exam is coming up, I'll delete or disable the app, just to give me some time to focus and to get out of the automatic mode. So you have this autopilot mode that you're on, and you will notice it when you delete the app or disable the app. You'll just be randomly tapping your screen because that's what you're used to doing. And you're going to be doing that for perhaps 1 or 2 weeks. It may last longer if you have never done this before. Yeah, so you're going to be on autopilot. Not only are you going to be on autopilot, you're going to be like somebody in crack cocaine who needs to get that hit. You know, our brain loves dopamine, you know, it's a feel good hormone. And a lot of us do this thing called instant gratification, and social media, it is extremely easy to instant gratify yourself on that. So when the brain is getting rid of this drug called social media, anything that's used in excess is called a drug, by the way, you are going to have withdrawal symptoms. You might even start to be snappy, you know, you're very moody because you're going through that withdrawal. It takes some time. That's why I said find something to replace it with, and also let your family and your close friends know that you're doing this, taking this step, so that one, they'll be more mindful, and two, they will know how to contact you. Please remember that there is still something called text messages that your phone can receive, and phone calls for those of you who are worried about how we're going to contact you. WhatsApp, if you have a problem with watching people's status all day, then you need to disable that thing or turn off all the notifications. Disable it for a while. You ain't going dead. You're not gonna die, right? You're not gonna die. 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of the cleanse, social media cleanse, you are going to spend that time and really do some introspection, gain some insight on yourself. You're gonna get yourself a vision board, whether it is digital or it's a physical board, or you get yourself a little notebook that you can make plans. What is your plan for 1 year's time? What are your plans for 3 years' time, 5 years' time? Where do you want to see yourself in that time? Spiritually, financially, career-wise, relationship-wise, where do you want to see yourself? And that will help you to identify where you are and where you're going, right? So that's our social media cleanse. That's only tip 1. Tip 2 now. Tip 2. This is a very important tip. Stay in your own lane. I'll say it again. Stay in your own lane. For example, you see Jack with a Mercedes, brand new Mercedes-Benz 2022. The year don't even come yet, but you have 2022. You are there with your very reliable Vitz, right? It is gas efficient, it carries you where you need to go, it does not break down, it's 2021. What else? It's a good car to you. It's a good car. It don't give no problem. You don't need to run to the mechanic every minute. It's a good car. Your insurance is fully paid. You're living a great life with your Vitz. You take yourself now. Look at Jack Mercedes 2022 and decide, say, you want to go and get a Mercedes 2022. Now, you don't know what Jack had to do. Beg, borrow, and or steal in order to get this new Mercedes. Why take yourself out of your lane in which you are so comfortable in life? Everything is going wonderfully to go and give yourself problems. A lot of things in life occur in a negative fashion to persons because they don't stay in their own lane. You are on your journey. You're not going to have a Vitz forever unless you want a Vitz forever, unless you don't plan to have nothing else than a Vitz. But you just have to realize, like, listen, right now, my journey is a Vitz. My life is a Vitz, and that's fine with me. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna stay here forever. In fact, if you decide, say, you want a Mercedes, you can have a Mercedes. You just have to plan and make things align with you having a Mercedes in the future. Don't go and expense yourself. Don't go and cause yourself so many problems just because you don't want to stay in your lane. You don't know what Jack had to do. People do many things out here for many things. You don't want to be one of those people. Stay in your lane. Alright? Tip 3. You're always going to have somebody who is above you with certain things and below you. Don't mean nobody's above you, don't mean nobody's below you. There's always going to be somebody who is prettier than you, who is more handsome than you, who have more money than you, who have less money than you, who you are more, you consider yourself more beautiful than them. They might have less hair than you, but still gorgeous. Do not get tied up with this. There is always going to be persons with more and persons with less. Just stay in your lane now and make things go on how them more. Last thing now, you should always identify a good role model. I realize right now people in life talking about idol and idol. Idol is not something to have, right? You want a role model. You want somebody that you can look up to with positive attributes, positive traits. You might actually like the lifestyle that they're living. That is a role model. These are persons that you look up to and say, you know what? I like what you're doing now. So you're both staying in your lane and admiring them and saying, you know what? I will reach there too. So you're making your plans and aligning your life with how you want your life to turn out. You can't just compare. Comparing keeps you at whatever stage you're at now. It keeps you in this mental prison. And why would you want that for yourself? You want to look at yourself in 10 years' time and say, boy, you know, I went through this and this was a good stage. And you should also embrace the stage in which you're at, because God has you in that stage for a reason. God has you and is preparing you while you're in this stage for what you want in 10 years' time. Because think about it. If you get that wife that you want or husband that you want right now, would you be able to maintain that relationship with your dirty attitude, with your toxic traits? You would not. And it's easy to get married, you know. It's easy to find somebody to get married. It is easy. But you want somebody who you wouldn't run away. You wouldn't scare them away because you're a beast, woman or man. You want to be the best version of yourself for that point in time so that you'll be able to handle the difficulty of a relationship, right? You want, when you get your car in January, when everybody else, Chorus is coming to look for them, Singer is coming to look for them, Price Smart is coming to reclaim them. So you don't have that problem because you have the finances in order to ensure that you are comfortable in your Mercedes Benz. But that's when you reach there. Appreciate where you are at your point in life right now, because God is preparing you for the next stage in life. And the next stage in life is nothing compared to what is actually there. So take away yourself from comparing yourself to other people. See you in the next video. Bye.